Hello everybody, my name is Natasha Laguerre.
And I'm Phillip Robinson.
And this is Sideline Vibes.
So we wanted to start off today's episode with a basic introduction of ourselves, just so you know who you're watching and also what you'll be watching in later on episodes.
Alright, so I was born and raised in Puerto Rico, and I was recently moved here to Raleigh, North Carolina. I am a student athlete here at North Carolina Central University. I am a freshman, and my major is broadcast journalism.
I am a Durham native myself, a Durhamite as some may say. I am a senior here at North Carolina Central University. I'm a student athlete. I do cross country and track, and I'm a broadcast major with a concentration in sports media.
So the reason why we came up with the idea is because we started arguing here on the stage, and we started talking about how athletes don't actually have the time to have a free time.
And recovery.
Because
it came from, I was talking about how I believe we had practice about 6 days a week or something like that. And
yes.
you say you could have practice 7 days a week and you can still be okay. I was just like, no, that's not possible. Your body's gonna break down. So we had a heated conversation about that. And our professor thought it was pretty funny. And that's how we were just like, hey, maybe we start a show like this and talk about other topics, then it might be a good idea.
Yeah. I really like the idea.
Some of the topics that we wanted to go on for the show, we wanted to talk about college life. We also want to talk about student athlete life, obviously, since both of us are athletes, and also just things that are going on in the community and things that can be changed to help just reach out to a bigger and wider audience.
So I'm going to talk about how we actually met. So we met at WRAL at a night class. Surprisingly, it wasn't actually in college.
It was a program.
And I started editing video with some other people, and he was sitting in the middle of the hallway with a really sad look.
I was
with a really sad look and lonely. And I said to myself, oh my God, that guy needs some help. So I lured him in to one of the editing videos we were doing, and I made him feel comfortable. I made him feel comfortable while we do our process and everything, but he has a different story of how we actually met.
So it's basically the same gist, but this is what really happened. So I had missed the previous week because I was studying for exams. I didn't have time to make it to the program that we were part of. So I missed the session when we were put in groups. So when I went the next week, which is the week she's talking about,
yes.
I was not already inside of a group. So I told the person that was head of the program, I was like, hey, I'm not part of a group. What do you want me to do? And then he told me, hey, you just sit in this chair in the middle of the hallway. Yeah. He was like, yes. Sit in this chair and we'll just eventually put you with a group. So I was just sitting there in the chair and I was just waiting. The reason why I looked so pity was because I had just come straight from practice. And I think it was like a really hard practice that day.
But you look so sad.
I was exhausted. You go through a track practice on a Wednesday or a Monday, I think you're going to be exhausted. I was pretty exhausted. So I was just sitting there waiting in the chair, waiting to be put in the group. And I was hungry too. So everything about that situation was just like going downhill. So that's why I looked so pity. And then that's when she came in. It was just like, hey, right. That's when she came in. It was just like, hey, I mean, if you don't have a group, you can come work with us. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna sit here and wait forever. So that's
yes, I'm a good person, right?
Something like that.
All right. Okay.
She says so.
Okay. All right.
So that is all for today's episode of Sideline Vibes. Our next episode for next week is going to be about, should there be a stricter rule on how coaches treat their athletes?
I don't know. I believe that it may be. I don't know. Stay tuned. I'm Natasha Laguerre.
And I'm Phillip Robinson.
Have a great day.